So story of the week, obviously very destructive. Hurricane Ian made landfall yesterday. Correct me when I start to say something wrong. Devastated the Fort Myers area. I was watching some coverage last night. Tremendous flooding. I don't have the latest and greatest this morning of all the details, but that's not why you're here. But look at that image. I mean, that's terrifying. Category 4 or 5. Do we know if it ever reached 5 for landfall? This is a 4, which is still serious business. Okay, so here's the point. Look at that storm. It's no joke. Okay? But we've got a leader who stepped in it. Did they step in it correctly? Did they step in it incorrectly? For those of you in the chat room, I really want you all to weigh in. If you want to get your name mentioned, you better have a sassy comment for or against this leader. All right, let's do that. And I'm going to give you, as I am a man of the people, I'm going to give you perspective from all fronts. Okay, so here we go. The company is based in Clearwater, Florida, which Clearwater is right there in the Tampa Bay area. So you got Tampa Bay, St. Petersburg, Clearwater clustered in that area on the west coast of Florida there in the Bay, right? And so the hurricane, as it was barreling down on Florida, most thought, or it was being reported for a period, that it was going to make a direct hit on Tampa, and Tampa hadn't gotten a major hit in over 100 years. I think it was something like that. So everybody is obviously, very serious about this. Weather people are warning, government and state officials are warning, and evacuations were happening, as is normal when this kind of storm comes around. Well, Postcard Mania is a postcard marketing company. Is that where they just send a bunch of like marketing postcards to my house? Is that what that means? Basically? Okay, yeah. So they have a 69,000 plus square foot campus in Clearwater, and Clearwater had declared a state of emergency on Tuesday, and Pinellas County began issuing evacuation orders on Monday. Okay, well, so the CEO in various communications and the company leadership multiple times to employees on Monday, just this last Monday, insisted that the media was overhyping Hurricane Ian. It left the entire nation of Cuba without power. It had 155-mile-an-hour winds at that point. So this is a direct quote from CEO Joy Gendusa. All right, this is what I want you all to comment on. Okay? If you want to leave your home and you're being told to leave your home, and they were, and you feel like you should and you have no place to go, Postcard Mania is probably the safest place in Florida. All right, let's go on alert. We could have some exaggeration going on here. I don't know if she's right or if she's wrong. Anyway, bring your pets. Bring your kids. Bring everybody to Postcard Mania. See, this is where I start to get really nervous about the leadership decision-making here. This is going to be Noah's Ark. People just coming in by twos. Hey, the Jones family's here. Got the wife and the 4 kids and the 3 cats, the gerbils, and don't forget Sammy the salamander. I mean, is that really what they wanted to happen? I don't think so. And so I think that this is irresponsible to say something like this. Is it the safest place? I don't know. I have a hard time believing that. The statement goes on. Obviously, you feeling safe and comfortable is of the utmost importance. Really? But, and this is where bad things happen for leaders, when we just put that but right in there. Leave well enough alone sometimes, leaders. Well, she goes on to say, but I honestly want to continue to deliver, and I want to have a good end of quarter. And when the hurricane turns into nothing, I don't want it to be like, great, we all stopped producing because of the media, and maybe that it was going to be terrible. Goes on to say, as most of you know, Postcard Mania was built to withstand a Category 5 hurricane. Okay, so there we go. Well, at least they're providing some information. And since we are a national company and we'd like to continue servicing our clients, if we can, you will be allowed to bring your children to work those 2 days. Really? Who wants to do that? Nobody. We will have movies and other fun stuff in the common area to keep them entertained. No, this is Noah's Ark. It would be freaking pandemonium. And then you question, how effective are we going to be? And I understand the leader going, look, there's not a hurricane anywhere else. I get that. And I get that she wants to have a good quarter. All honorable goals. But the fact of the matter is, you got to take care of your people. You got to know what the tone of the people are. And if you're going to cast a different vision, don't be glib about it and throw stuff out that you haven't given 1/2 of a second of a thought for. Do they really want all those freaking kids there? Disgusting. Yeah, I don't know. Well, anyway, the tweet and all the emails and stuff got put out there, and so a lot of negative reaction. And so then came an email. We wanted to make sure you know that Postcard Mania offices will be closed Wednesday and Thursday this week. Hope to reopen our offices on Friday. So basically, they got hammered, and maybe some of the spouses or other leaders at Postcard Mania had enough spine to go talk to Joy and go, Joy, look, maybe this is a little tone deaf. Maybe this was a little too John Wayne. I don't know. So there you go. I mean, now, let me give the other side of the story. It did not hit Tampa Clearwater directly. And from what I saw last night, please correct me if I'm wrong, it went into Fort Myers, and I was watching, hey, CNN's never wrong. And I was watching last night, it was going to go across the state on a path through Orlando to Daytona. So, all I'm saying is, I don't know what the damage was, but she's not a weather person either. So, while she may ended up being right with the thing, was it overhyped? I don't think so. Alex, I'm looking at the video of what happened in Fort Myers, and I don't think that's overhyped. I just don't. And so you're not a weather person as a leader. You got to understand, no one can predict where the storm is. I think they did the right thing by actually going, okay, we're actually going to shut down the office and allow you to hunker down and not feel like you got to bring the whole freaking house to our headquarters, which would have been an unmitigated disaster, I promise. So there you go. Some bad bossery that was at least recovered.